Jackson Wink Academy, me, Machine, Steve Garcia is wrapping up, getting ready. I'm getting a hold of you here. How many sessions left before you head on the plane?
Today's like my last day here at the gym, but I have a big run on Saturday, do some hill sprints, stuff like that, just to kind of finish off camp. But we're pretty much wrapped it up. So we leave Sunday, ready to go.
Hill sprints at the end of camp, is that normal, the routine?
It's either hill sprints or I do like a long run that I have up in Hemis that I do. So I've done that pretty much for a long period of time. So now I'm like, all right, we're gonna work some hill sprints just to kind of end on a good note like that.
What is it about getting out there and pushing the cardio, clearing the mind, having that moment to yourself to finish off camp like?
It's exactly what you kind of said. Like you're just clearing your mind. You are kind of getting in that mental space. You're by yourself, you know. At the end of the day, almost when you're in this cage, you're kind of by yourself with two other people. So you just got to get in this right state of mind, and I actually find that when I'm running.
I asked even Coach Jackson about this a couple moments ago. How to get ready to deal with the travel, with the plane ride, with all that time doing nothing.
I don't know, man. We're gonna find. It's my first time, so we're gonna see. But I got good, people in my corner. Coaches told me, some good advice. Holly's told me some good advice. So I'm just gonna take the word for it. They've already been down that road, so they set the blueprint. I'm just trying to follow it. That's it.
You thinking you might sleep? Or are you a book guy, a podcast guy, a Netflix guy?
I'm all of it. I listen to podcasts. I listen to some YouTube. I downloaded some movies. I've done my share of downloading just for the trip. But they tell me just to stay up for the whole 24, 48 hours, whatever it is. So that's the game plan.
We've done a radio show. We've done a podcast. Now I'm getting on camera, so I've seen you a couple different times throughout camp. And right now, I think today this is the happiest I've seen you. Looks like you're a little more excited because it's almost here.
That's kind of where we're at. So if you caught me yesterday, yesterday was like my last hard day. Today's still kind of tough, but I'm excited for it to be done, and I get to actually do all the things that I've been training on June 11th. So that's just all I'm looking forward to. That's really what it comes down.
You've mentioned a lot of names, the people that are giving you advice. What's the value of a support system? Not to mention the family you have, having that strong of a community around you.
It's extremely valuable to me, but I'm just blessed to have them, and they're so supportive. So I appreciate everybody that's had my back since day one, and people that have joined along the way. You guys are awesome, so I love it.
Have you thought about how different someone's going to be at that weigh-in, looking out there, and this crowd's going to be excited with the first UFC event, that there's going to be a couple moments throughout media week that are just going to be really well receptive there by that crowd?
I mean, it's cool because we've been kind of, dealing with this COVID thing, not a lot of crowds. We're kind of getting back to normal, kind of be normal. So I'm gonna embrace that. I love that. I do enjoy that, and I hope that they'll take me in as well. Just being an MMA fan, because I know I'm probably fighting more or less their home guy or whatever. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go out there and just do my job. That's what it comes down to.
What would you say are your intentions for your performance?
They're all bad intentions. They're all bad intentions. Like he's in for a very, very rough night. That's all I gotta say.
You share it with our local news. We've seen the headline out there. This is the last fight on your contract. So how much of a motivating factor is it?
It's a humongous motivation. I got to keep my job. Got to feed my family. I got to do my gym proud. So there's a lot riding on this.
Couple camps in a row here. You've had a lot of time to evolve, to prepare, to become a new version. What is going to be the biggest difference you think you're going to showcase here in this fight?
That's for you to watch, and for me to just do it. That's just what it comes down to. I'm not going to tell you much of what's going on. It's a good question, but you're just going to have to find out for yourself.
We see you now coming to the end here of this first UFC contract. What has this process been like now, being with this company and being here in a place where you dreamed of for a while?
A lot of ups and downs, but big goals met. More goals to be met, and we're just getting started.
and you were on the Bellator stage, but I still feel like UFC, they just do things in a different manner. Did it take a while to get accustomed to the UFC process, the UFC fight week?
No, not at all. Bellator did an amazing job doing that. They have a humongous platform as well, so I feel like the big stage is not as big as to some people, compared to what I've been fighting on since the beginning of my pro career. So I'm confident.
I bring up your experience a lot of time in our conversations, and we know that's an advantage. Where do you feel your advantages lie in this matchup?
Every single part of it is my advantage. The only advantage he might have is a hometown feel. That might be the only advantage that he has. I feel like I'm better grappling, wrestling, striking, experience. He's kind of green, so I mean, there's a lot of factors that but he's coming out. This is his first fight in the UFC. He's gonna come to make a statement. I expect him to be his best, and I expect him to be, because he wasn't really gun shy when it came to the Contender Series. So I'm like, he handles pressure under all that, and it seemed like he handled it pretty well. So yeah, man, I think that he's gonna be a tough opponent. June 11th, but it doesn't matter. I fought plenty of tough opponents, and he's just another one.
Like you said, Maheshate on the Contender Series, he came out, he was willing to exchange, he looked like an aggressive striker. Do you expect him to attempt the takedown like most guys do on you?
When I hit him, yeah. After I hit him, he's going to charge it. We'll see. If he stands up and wants to keep going, hey, thank you. Give me a present. So, we'll see.